Gabby Petito was a beautiful 22-year-old girl who grew up in Blue Point, New York. She attended Bayport Blue Point High School, where she met Brian Laundrie. She graduated in 2017, and a couple years later, Gabby and Brian started dating. She moved to Florida with him to live with his parents. They were engaged to be married and seemed to be a lovely couple. They enjoyed traveling, hiking, and had set out on a cross-country adventure in a van that they had converted into a camper. On July 2nd, they left Gabby's parents' house in New York to begin Gabby's dream of living the van life. They traveled from New York to Kansas to Colorado to Utah to Wyoming, and Gabby's plan was to vlog the entire trip. They seemed like a happy couple living their dream. But this trip, it was not a dream. It was a nightmare. And if you've been following this case, then you already know that unfortunately this story ends in tragedy.
Hi, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, I'm calling. I'm right on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute. Florida with a white van, Florida license plate, white van, gentleman,
Where's
about
it at?
5'6", beard. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
Cooperative, but what do you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by, and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Do you want to place your vehicle into park and go ahead and turn it off for me? No, park? Oh, it isn't parked yet. Okay, turn off your engine. Go ahead and set your keys on the dash for me, all right? What's your guys' names? Gabby, Brian? Okay. What's going on? How can you crying?
I'm just crying. We've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
It was a long day. We were camping yesterday and camping got supplies and stuff. I'm sorry I hit the bump there.
I was distracting him from driving. I'm sorry.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle for me, man?
Yeah.
SO229, I have the female that was separated from the male. Keys are on the hood. You want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just some days I have really bad OCD, and I was just cleaning and straightening up back of the van before, and I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I'm so mean, because sometimes I have OCD and sometimes I just get really frustrated. Not like mean towards him. I just I guess my vibe is like I hear me like in a bad mood. And I was just saying, I'm sorry if I'm in a bad mood. I've just been really stressed. I had so much work I was doing on my computer. And I believe that I could do any of it. So that's kind of been like I don't know. He's like down there. I don't know. We've been fighting all morning, and he wouldn't let me in the car before.
Like I said, you're not in any trouble. So just go ahead and take a seat. What's that? Yeah, I just spoke to her. So. Tell me what's going on. You see this gets worked up sometimes. I try and really distance myself from her, so I lock the car and I walk away from her. What happened this morning is that she's trying to start up her own little website blog and everything, so I give her time. We really had a nice plan, that's why I was pushing her away. It's because she wanted, I like the keys so I could walk away. So I said, let's just take a breather, let's not go anywhere, let's just calm down for a minute. She's worked up. And then she had her phone trying to do things like that. I was trying to, I know I was so close, but I was trying to push her away to go, let's just take a minute, step back and breathe. Bravo Romeo, India, Alpha November. I know what Jack wants to do. It's gonna be out of Florida. Did he know? I mean, it's okay if you're taking it out. I can't hit you, but one of us can be hit you. She was hyperventilating. She's saying that they don't drink, but at the point when you lit them up.
We don't drink or anything. I was yelling at him, and then when you started doing that, I got up on his arm like there's no condition.
So she's saying, hit the curb. You said it was Gabby? I'm sorry, I don't know if it was Gabby.
Yeah.
On August 24th, Gabby was seen checking out of a hotel in Salt Lake City, and on the 25th, Gabby called her mom to let her know that she would be heading to Grand Teton National Park. On August 30th, Gabby's mom stated that she received the last text message that she got from Gabby. It read, "No service in Yosemite." This confused Gabby's parents because Gabby had told them that she would be headed to Yellowstone Park, not Yosemite. So they thought that this maybe was a typo or an autocorrect. We don't know if this was premeditated. Then Brian could have sent this text to throw law enforcement off so they would look for her in Yosemite. There are conflicting statements about Gabby's last communications because police later analyzed Gabby's phone and stated that Gabby last texted her mom on August 27th, not the 30th. The text read, "Can you help Stan? I keep getting his voicemails and missed calls." Stan is Gabby's grandfather, and the parents said Gabby would never call him by his first name. This is more suspicion that Brian was using Gabby's phone at this point. After that final text, police stated that Gabby's phone was non-operational. So where did the "no service in Yosemite" come from? We'll have to wait for that information to be released. He drove home in Gabby's van on September 1st, and then Brian and his family ignored Gabby's parents when they called asking about Gabby. 10 more days would pass before Gabby's parents would report her missing. Brian and his parents still to this day are refusing to answer questions. As search efforts continued, a family who had recently been to Teton National Park and who also, like Gabby, had a YouTube channel and was documenting their trip, they quickly searched through their footage and were shocked to see that they had passed Gabby's van that was parked on the side of the road on August 27th at around 6 p.m.
Approaching up here on the left-hand side, this is most definitely Gabby Petito's Ford Transit van. It's kind of wild, like it's saying a little bit. As we drove past, we actually weren't able to find any sites, and we ended up driving back through, saw it again, but here it is on the left.
And I slowed it down so you can possibly see it a little bit better.
Kind of freaky for a late Saturday evening, but we just kind of had a brain fart. Oh my God, there's that van. So if anybody can help, I know the FBI is looking for all the help they can get on the case.
This information was key and provided a location of where Gabby might be. With this family's help, and with no help from the dirty laundries, searchers were finally able to find Gabby. This was not the outcome that we all had hoped for.